Yo, what's going on, everyone? Shoonami here with a video. So this is my first video that I have. It's just gonna be me talking about mainly shoes and stuff and kind of ranting about shoes and all that. So I just want to start with the first video. So, you know, the Jordan 14 Ferraris, they're gonna release really soon. I think it's the 14th. They did get pushed back. I think they were supposed to release the Saturday before, but they pushed them back to June 14th. I know they pushed those white foam posits back just as well. So the thing with these is I'm looking online, you know, I'm on like Reddit and I'm online and I watch videos like on YouTube and stuff of people reviewing these shoes. I think Tony D2 Wild was one of the first persons that I saw that had this shoe early, and I remember I was like, wow, it looks really, really nice. And looking at it now, it's like comparing the shoes from the OG pair. I think it was 2014. Wow, that's funny. 2014 and then the 14th. But comparing these two shoes, I think the 2014 pair is more hairier and just looks a lot better in my opinion. I mean, I don't know what they're doing. I've seen Jordan brand do this before. They cheap out on stuff and just make it not as good as it should have been. I mean, there's the age shit, but I mean, that's a whole different story. But besides that, there's the Jordan 14 Ferrari. And the hair, it's less hairy, as you can tell, you know. It's more of like a nubuck than a suede, I guess. It's not a hairy suede. Yeah, that's what it is. More of a hairy suede. It's not a hairy suede on this pair. It's more of like a more toned down, low-key suede. And, I mean, honestly, it makes it look worse, in my opinion. I'm not sure why they did it, but it definitely makes it look worse. And it's like kind of like a what's it called? Okay, so you remember when there used to be light games, like LITE apps, like light apps for like the demo version? So to me that feels like a Jordan 14 Ferrari light, you know what I mean? And then the 14 is like the premium. So I just wanted to say that there because it feels kind of like they cheaped out on it. And I know that's not what this video is about. This video is more about why you shouldn't wait to buy the 14s. Well, here's another thing as well. So as I was saying, I do, you know, go online, search for this stuff. So I was on Reddit and I was online seeing these videos and these comments. You know, I mean, I read the comments. I mean, who doesn't read the comments on this stuff and on Reddit and all that? So I was looking at this, and most of these people, surprisingly, are not going to cop these Jordans. A lot of people are saying, oh, I don't like this pair. They're ugly. I saw someone say ugliest pair and people were agreeing with them. I'm like, are you serious? Like, just last year when they announced this shit, everyone was going fucking crazy. And all of a sudden, since I don't know why people are passing now. I know it's not because of what I said earlier about the hairy suede. It's definitely something else that people don't like. And maybe it's just because they're not hype. I mean, I feel like everything falls on the hype. There is something I do want to bring up in another video. It's called the hypocrisy of the Jordan 1 Bread High, the 85. And I really want to talk about that. And I'll explain further what I mean. But for right now, I just want to say I think a lot of this stuff does rely on hype. As much people say it doesn't, it really does, I feel like. A lot of it really does. So maybe just more hype beasts around us than we think. But anyway, I'm really debating whether or not I should buy these just because I don't know if I'm going to wear them a lot. But anyway, back to the point I was saying. These did get announced to release last year, if I'm correct, 2024. And people were going like crazy talking about it. A lot of these shoes, honestly, that people were going crazy talking about they're going to release. So anyway, they did announce that they were going to release this year, and now that there's upcoming, a lot of people are saying pass, and they're like, nah, not for me, and they're like, the red is too red, and stuff like that. I can understand it because it's not hairy enough for the suede, but when it comes to other stuff, like, they're just ugly. And the thing is, like, I understand that not everyone's going to like a shoe, obviously. There's no shoe that everyone 100% likes, but when it comes to these, I just want to say that the majority of the people in the comments were saying, oh, I don't like these. No, it's a pass. Like, the majority of people said that they don't like the shoes, versus usually it's the other way around, especially with, like, the white cement 4s. I wasn't seeing a lot of people saying they're going to pass. And that kind of brings me back to the hype thing, because I guess that didn't really rely on hype, because those shoes really aren't selling for much more over retail last time I checked. So, I mean, that one, I think it was just because it was an OG colorway, and the fact that it was super, super wearable, that a lot of people decided to buy it. So I think that one kind of just explains itself. But when it comes to this Ferrari, it could be a reason why people are passing this, because it is kind of hard to wear. It's really not that hard to wear. I mean, listen, just wear a black pair of pants, and then you can wear a black shirt, okay? Boom, put the shoes on. The shoes will speak for the outfit, you know? And then wear like a nice chain or something, you know? Low-key outfit was a nice pair of shoes. It's really easy. I don't know why people always overcomplicate fits, you know? They're always trying to put together the freshest thing and make everything matchy-matchy. It's like, dude, you don't got to do all that shit. Just fucking wear some simple shit. But anyway, so the Jordan 14 Ferrari, why you should not wait on this shoe, okay? I know for a fact that Jordan Brand really does not release a lot of 14s, okay? So let's go back to the cool gray 14s that dropped. I don't remember the fucking date these dropped, but I know they dropped last year. So let's go back to those shoes. Basically what happened with those shoes is I remember them sitting for like a very I don't even remember if these sat very much, but these were such like a quiet release. Not quiet release. I mean, I remember them upcoming on the sneakers and people buying them, but it feels like they kind of went under the radar because a lot of people really didn't pick these up. Or a lot of people, yeah, I don't think a lot of people did pick them up, but they sold out, and they sold out pretty fast, and it was really unexpected. A lot of people weren't even talking about it, but these 14s sold out, sorry. So why do I bring that up? Because, let me also bring out the black toes too. Okay, the black toe 14s that released, I think that was the end of last year they released. And those shoes were actually selling for a hot amount for a moment. Those were like in the 300 range, which was crazy. So I have a regret of not purchasing those shoes a while ago. And I had the chance to, but I was like, nah, I just don't want to. And then I remember seeing these on feet in public before, and I was like, damn, those things look good. But I didn't get them. And it's really on me. It's not on anyone else or the sneakers app or nothing, because it really was on me passing on them. And I expected them to maybe like restock in the future. I'd be like, yeah, I'll get them later. And they never restocked. And I don't remember no hype around the 14 black toes. I really don't. Maybe the hype came the moment that they sold out and people didn't get pairs. But I know for a fact if I would have put my footwork in, I definitely could have got a pair, because I know that wasn't a limited release. I don't think it was a GR, but it definitely wasn't a limited release. I know it might have actually been a GR, because they did have full family sizing, didn't they? I'm pretty sure they did. So yeah, it's really just my fault for not going after them. And the price has dropped on those, but I do want to bring those up because those are an OG colorway. I also put Ferraris not an OG colorway, obviously, but they definitely are in, I'd say, the top 10 for my Jordans, and top 10 Jordan 14s and mine. So I'll definitely put them there. But the Jordan 14 Ferrari and the black toe, or the black toe and these cool grays, they all sold out. And they don't really make a ton of pairs of 14s. That's mainly the point I want to bring up, is they don't make a lot of pairs of these 14s. So the fact that they don't make a lot of pairs, and the Ferrari is already a very, very iconic Jordan 14, is why you should probably go after these on release day. I mean, you don't want to go, the 14s, they just don't make a lot of pairs. You don't want to go after a shoe that might not have a lot of pairs and wait on it. And that's kind of what I did with the black toe. And I really shouldn't have done it. I should have gone after on release day. I mean, they might restock on these maybe a few times, but I might be wrong. Again, this is 100% speculation, so this could be wrong. But in my opinion, I think you should be going after the Jordan 14 Ferrari on release day. It's not worth the risk. And the people saying it's going to go on sale are fucking stupid, okay? Don't wait for these shoes. These are not going to go on sale. I don't remember the last time a Jordan 14 went on sale. And I would be having the same energy about the Mellow 12s, because I feel like the 12s too really sell out a lot. They don't sit for very long. But I'm really shocked with these Mellows that are just sitting. I know it's a little off topic, but I am really surprised with those Mellows that are sitting, because 12s and 14s, in my opinion, usually always sell out or will eventually sell out. But those Mellows, I've heard they've been at outlets. I mean, okay, all right. I know people have found like some of these 14s at outlets, but it's rare. It's rare. You don't always see them, I know people are probably going to call me out in the comments and say, oh, I did see black toe 14s at the outlet. Okay, maybe you did, but it's really not that common, and it probably wasn't at very many outlets that did this, okay? I mean, if we really want to bring that up, back in 2021, I swear there was a video of some dude finding 2019 breads at the outlets, okay? So if we really want to bring the point up that they found 14s, if you found 14s at the outlets, it's like, okay, maybe you found a gem one time, but as I was saying about these 12s, you know, I think these 12s might go on sale, which is crazy to me because I did not think the 12s would sit. So maybe a 14 in the future could sit if it's such an ass colorway or people just really don't like it. Because, I mean, remember when those red taxis came out with the 12s last year and they sold out? I mean, not sold out, but they didn't sit for they sat for a few months, but they eventually sold out. You know, I mean, I'm pretty sure if I go down to, you know, JD Sports, I could probably still find a Jordan. I could probably still find the black toes. Or are they black toes? I don't remember what they were. They were the ones that had the Air Jordan, not the Wings logo. They had the Air Jordan writing on the side. But those ones, you know. So I just want to say you probably should not wait on these Jordan 14s because they will sell out. And yeah, like I said, don't wait for these are not going to go on sale. I know for a fact these are not going to go on sale. They just never really put shoes 14s on sale. It just really does not happen. And that's all I really want to say about the Jordan 14s. You know, do not wait. Go after these things on release day. You know, if you really want to be safe, you can enter all these raffles and then just return them if you win them, you know. But honestly, I would go after these things. 14s are not shoes you want to play with and be like, oh, they're going to go on sale. No. If it was maybe like a Jordan 4, you know, like I don't even think military blues went on sale, military blue 4s. So if you want to go after these, I would definitely go after, like if you want these shoes, go after them on release day. Do not wait. It's just not worth it. And, you know, everything that can happen. Anyway, I'll see y'all next time. Bye.